January's is notoriously the best time to get started on some new goals, and usually December is the time where I usually start to set those goals. But one thing about me personally is that when I set those goals, I usually tend to get really motivated to achieve those goals, and so what tends to happen is that I get started on these goals early. So that's what I've been doing lately, and so I started this vlog because I was hoping to inspire a few people to also get started and get ahead on their New Year's goals. If you're not familiar with some of the goals and habits that I set for myself for December, my biggest priority was to take a walk every single day, and yesterday I took a really nice long walk, which is probably what you saw earlier. I'm so lucky and thankful to be able to take a nice walk like this, but it was a little bit time consuming, so today I did a 30-minute walk on the treadmill at my apartment complex's gym. So I've been doing pretty well on this habit. The other habit that I wanted to work on today was doing LEET code problems, and these are just coding problems that will help with coding interviews. I'm doing LEET code 75 or blind 75 if you're familiar with that. It's just a set of 75 questions that I plan to finish in the month of December, and I did 4 of them yesterday, so I'm feeling really good about myself. I actually didn't look up solutions for those, so I'm feeling really good about this goal. It's not a bad thing if I do look up solutions, but I just feel a little extra good when I don't. I also wanted to do a journaling habit, and for the past 4 days I have been consistent with journaling. Content creation was another habit that I wanted to do. I actually have a video coming out tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to finish editing that and get that all scheduled and everything. I also have to take photos for thumbnails for that video, which I haven't done yet, so I'm probably gonna have to do that today. Another one of my habits, I know there's a lot of them, but another one of my habits is Portuguese, which I honestly started doing that on like the first couple of days of December, but I kind of fell off of that. So I'm gonna have to do that today because it's been a few days since I last practiced Portuguese. And then the last habit is evening tidy, which I didn't do yesterday, but I did for the past couple of days before that. Today I'm obviously gonna have to do that because I can't really skip multiple days in a row for this habit because it's just gonna pile up on itself and become even harder for me to do in the future. So I gotta really stay on top of that and do that today. But I'm feeling pretty good today. I did take a little extra long to get ready today, but I feel like I'm gonna have a really productive day today. I'm definitely gonna work on my LEET code problems because that is one of my priorities. But I'm feeling pretty good today, especially after doing my morning walk. I guess my next priority for today is to do my LEET code problems. I plan to do 4, and then after that work on finishing up my video for tomorrow. And since it's been a while since I practiced Portuguese, I'm definitely gonna work on that as well. So yeah, those are the 3 things that I plan on doing right after this. Let's have a really productive day, and also welcome to the vlog. I just had lunch and I also finished my 4 LEET code problems for the day. I'm feeling very accomplished already and super happy that I persevered and did my LEET code problems because this is literally the hardest goal that I've set for myself for December. And also those LEET code problems were pretty hard. I picked 4 random ones and they all happened to be slightly difficult. I mean, they weren't that difficult. I was able to solve 3 out of 4 of them by myself, but they did require a little bit more thinking than the ones that I did yesterday were. But anyways, I feel accomplished doing those 4 LEET code problems, and just another thing to not worry about for the rest of the day. So now I do plan on finishing up the video that is coming out tomorrow. One thing that I feel like I really have to do right away is to take photos for my thumbnail. I literally had all week to do that, but I completely forgot about it. And I also didn't expect my LEET code problems to be that hard, so that took a little bit longer than I expected. So I really have to take those thumbnail photos right now before the sun goes down. It is currently 1:15 or something like that. I really have no idea what time it is. Oh no, it's almost 2 p.m. So I really have to take those photos right away. So I'm gonna do that right now, but I will see you all later. Good afternoon. I just got done filming a video, so I am a little bit tired today. It is just past 12 and I haven't done my LeetCode code problems, but I did go for a walk today. So I'm feeling pretty accomplished for today, especially since I filmed a whole video. My voice is a little bit tired, but we're gonna have a productive rest of the day anyway. My plans for the rest of today is to obviously get those LeetCode code problems done. That is something that I don't want to compromise on, so I really have to do that right away. I'm kind of hungry right now, so I think I'm gonna do that before I get started on my LeetCode code problems. And then after that, I'm definitely gonna go hard on editing that video that I just filmed right now. So yeah, later on, I think if my voice comes back, I'm gonna be talking about some of my goals. But yeah, that's the update for now. I just burned my tongue. So good though. I just got done with my LeetCode code problems for today and I'm feeling super accomplished as always. Even though some of these problems have been kind of hard, like they did take me a little while, I've actually only looked up one solution out of the 12 that I've done so far these past 3 days. So I'm feeling very good about this goal, and every single day that I do more problems, it just motivates me to continue on. And I feel like I'm actually gaining some confidence in my coding skills, which is good because that was definitely my goal for 2024. And speaking of my 2024 goals, let's talk about a few of them. I'm definitely gonna do like a longer video talking about my goals for 2024, but I just want to give you a little bit of a preview so that you're aware of what's going on in my life. So these are all of my goals for 2024, and like I said, I'm gonna do like a bigger video on this. This is just a preview, and honestly, I'm not like 100% sure that these are gonna be all of the goals that I'm gonna do for 2024. This is just like kind of a rough draft, and I'm gonna try and evaluate whether or not I actually want to do these goals, but these are the goals for now. So the only order that these are in is like by quarter, but within the quarter sections, they're not really organized. But my biggest priority is to start a fitness habit, and that's something that I am already making progress on. This progress is determined by the monthly habit, so if the monthly habit is not completed, it's not going to show up on this progress bar, which kind of sucks because I know that I'm making progress on the monthly goal, but it's not showing up on here because of the way that I calculated the formula, which I'll probably explain in the video because it's not what I wanted, but this is probably like the best way that I can do it. But anyways, this is the first habit that I've gotten started on already and what I want to get ahead on. Let me zoom in a little bit because I feel like it'll be easier to read. Obviously, the other habit that I wanted to work on was Portuguese, which by the way, I actually didn't work on this yesterday. I know I did say in my December monthly reset that I was gonna make this like kind of a casual habit, not something that I was gonna stress too much on, but I still want to make some progress on learning Portuguese anyway, and you'll understand why later probably. But yeah, I really should continue to work on Portuguese. Obviously, getting a job and improving my confidence in coding is a huge priority of mine. I really need a job, and so that's something that I definitely need to work on. I'm really sorry about the computer screen, but yeah, these are definitely a huge priority, but I think more of a priority is my fitness habit. I guess 1,000 subscribers on YouTube is something that I'm continuously working on. I mean, I'm doing 2 videos a week now, so obviously it's something that is eventually gonna become a result of what I'm doing on YouTube. Oh, one thing that I kind of started working on was decluttering the apartment. So we've bought a couple of things that will help us to declutter a little bit, and also I've been trying to declutter some of the things that I don't wear or don't use anymore. The only issue is that once I take it out of my closet or take it off of my bookshelf or whatever it is, I find it so difficult to actually take it to the library to donate it or the thrift store to donate it. It's just really hard for me to remember to do that. So that's definitely something that I will work on in 2024. But we did just receive a dresser. It's just like some cheap dresser that we got on Amazon that we're gonna put all our clothes that are cluttering up the closet into. So we'll probably either do that today or sometime later on this week, but it is here already and we just haven't set it up yet. But yeah, I think that is it for all of my 2024 goals that I'm starting to get ahead on right now. Like I said, I'm feeling really good about the goals that I'm working on right now, especially my daily walk and my LEET code problems every day. I'm super excited for my 2024 goals and I'm really excited to share with you all of them in a future video. But yeah, that's just the preview of everything that's going on and the things that I'm currently working on right now and getting ahead on right now. Let me know what your goals are. I am super curious to know what everybody else is working on. I just love knowing about other people's goals and seeing how far everybody gets throughout the year. I know that not everybody is gonna make every single goal, but I just think it's really fun to talk about our goals and reflect on whether or not we achieve them later on, if we go so far as to stay friends until the end of the year. But yeah, I am super excited to achieve my goals. I'm just really excited. So I just got done with my 4 LEET code problems, and you saw earlier today that I actually decided to do the stationary bike instead of going for a walk on the treadmill. I wanted to use the stationary bike just to try it out, and also I feel like I move a lot when I walk on the treadmill, and I kind of wanted to read my book. So I used the bike and I read at the same time, and I felt like I was working out a little bit harder. It's like more physically demanding than the treadmill, so I shortened my workout to like only 20 minutes, not 30 minutes. 30 minutes is usually the amount of time that I walk, and so I shortened it to 20 minutes. I probably should have shortened it to like 15 minutes because I've never really gone cycling before, and so I feel like my muscles just really can't handle it right now. But I did it, and I'm probably gonna be feeling it tomorrow. We'll see. But I feel like if I wake up in the future not feeling like I really want to go for a walk, I think I'm gonna use the stationary bike as a separate option to do like a quick workout, because I feel like there will be some days where I just don't feel like going for a walk, and maybe it will be more appealing to do something faster, like going for a bike ride or something. Other than that, like I said, I did my LEET code problems today. They were kind of hard, and I did have to look up one solution, I think, but that's pretty good considering the fact that throughout this entire vlog I've only looked up in total 2 solutions for all 12 of the problems that I solved. And honestly, I only did one day before I started the vlog, so technically I only looked up 2 solutions out of the 16 that I've done so far in the LEET code 75 problems. Are they the best solutions? I don't know, but I did end up coming to a solution anyway. So I'm feeling really accomplished when it comes to LeetCode, and I can see myself continuing on with this goal for the rest of the month. I am scheduled to finish this goal on the 29th of December if I skip the 25th of December, which obviously is Christmas. But if I get ahead on these problems, which I don't know if I will, honestly, I can definitely finish it earlier than that. The other thing that I was working on this week was journaling, and I have journaled every single day of this week so far. I mean, it's only Thursday and I usually journal in the evening, so technically I've only done 3 nights in a row, but we'll see if I can keep this up. The other thing that I wanted to do this week, which I didn't really talk about, was an evening tidy, which I did end up doing for the past couple of days. I feel like I've been doing a good job of keeping things tidy, so I feel accomplished in that as well. The only thing that I really have not been working on is Portuguese, and I feel like the reason for that is because I'm not very clear on what I need to do for this habit. I really need to figure out what exactly I need to do in order to check this habit off every single day. Because I could really just like say a couple of sentences to my partner and check it off, but I feel like that's not really making that much progress. So I'm just not very clear on what I actually have to do in order to check this habit off. I guess to compare with the other habits that I did, LeetCode, it's very clear what I have to do. I literally just have to do 4 problems every day. My daily walk, I literally just have to do a 30-minute daily walk on the treadmill, or you know, cycling, whatever. Journaling, I just have to write a couple of sentences in my journal. I'm not stressing out too much about how far I get in journaling, just that I journal at least a little bit. But Portuguese, I feel like there are too many options. So to make things a little bit more specific, I think in the future I'm gonna be working on flashcards. So I'm gonna try and gather a bunch of words in Portuguese that I feel like are the most common, or the most common to me. And once I've gathered all of those words, I'm gonna start practicing flashcards of those, just to make things like really easy for me to check off this habit. So with that in mind, if you're struggling to start or maintain your habits, first, get really clear on what you actually have to do. Like for example, for me, I have to do 4 LeetCode problems every single day. And then the second thing is to be very clear on when and where to do those habits. Like for example, I wanted to do my walk every single day right when my partner leaves. When he leaves for work, I will leave at the same time as him and go straight to the gym and walk on the treadmill. So for me, there's no question about when and where I'm going to be doing my walk. And then the third thing is to try and make everything as easy as possible for you to start. I guess for my LeetCode problem, I don't want to sit there forever trying to figure out a problem. So I set a timer for myself for 20 minutes to do a single problem. And if I don't solve it in 20 minutes, I just look up the solution. That makes it way easier for me to start a problem, because I know that even if I don't know how to solve a problem, I'm just gonna end up looking up the solution. And then for my daily walk, I did kind of run into the issue this morning where I didn't really feel like doing it. And so I switched things up and gave myself a shorter time limit on the stationary bike. So yeah, there will inevitably be days where you really don't feel like doing your habits. I know I'm guilty of that for a lot of the habits that I've tried to start in the past, but hopefully in the future, we will be better at evaluating what needs to happen in order for us to do these habits. So I really hope this helped. I hope this inspired you. It certainly motivated me to have the accountability of making this vlog to do well on my habits this week. And I just really hope that it inspired you to get ahead and get started on your 2024 goals. But that is it for my video. I really appreciate you joining me this week. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel, because I love talking about personal development and goal setting. And also hit that notification bell if you want to be notified every time I upload. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.